In this video, we will delve into the depths of Stoic philosophy, exploring its fundamental principles and discovering how these ancient maxims can illuminate our path in the modern world. Stoic phrases are not only wise words, but also guidelines for facing daily challenges, achieving inner tranquility, and cultivating a resilient mindset. So, join us as we unravel the essence of Stoic philosophy, discovering how its timeless lessons can offer clarity and direction in the modern chaos. If you are new here, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Statistics show that only 3% of my audience is subscribed to the channel, so if this content has helped you in any way, I ask you to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Let's begin. Not everyone wants to see you succeed. Some will even do their best to see you fail. Learn to be self-sufficient and understand that you are mortal. You will suffer greatly later if you don't become independent and resourceful. Stop worrying about what others think. Honestly, who cares? Keep your matters to yourself. Stay away from fools. Stupidity is contagious. Your friends want you to do well, but not better than them. Others don't care. Learn to say no and mean it. Don't say yes to everyone just to make them feel comfortable. Consult with yourself before committing. Many people don't appreciate you, especially if they see you as competition. Rule your life with your mind, not your emotions. Every bad decision we've made in life had more emotion than rationality. Always listen to your instincts. Somehow, it knows many things you wouldn't expect. Know your worth. Never put yourself on sale, because that's where others will value you. Time flies. Be grateful always, because it can always be worse. Live as if there's no tomorrow and do what you love. Money will flow. Don't torment yourself with regrets. Nobody is perfect. Don't chase happiness. Just stay positive and you'll experience joy. Pay close attention to those who say they love you, because often they don't. They just use you. Trust yourself and your first instinct when making decisions. Lower your expectations. Having high expectations of yourself and others is a recipe for chronic dissatisfaction in life. Focus on yourself. People come and go. If you don't control your mind, someone else will. Sometimes the things that break your heart end up fixing your vision. Loneliness is the price you pay when you start to improve. Be proud of having survived the days when you thought you couldn't. Not everyone will like you. That's life. Stop telling people everything. Most don't care, and some secretly want you to fail. Be kind, but don't let people take advantage of you. It's better to be hated for who you are than loved for something you're not. Don't ruin yourself trying to impress ruined people. Stay away from people who make you feel lonely. No company is better than bad company. Make peace with your past so it doesn't ruin your present. Don't compare your life to others. You don't know their journey. Never underestimate the power of stupid people. Nobody is going to figure out your life. It's your responsibility. When nothing can go wrong, it will. If you're a good guy, you'll be screwed over in the worst possible way. Don't be surprised. It's normal for a negative phase in your life to start at any moment. Most of the time, you have to swallow the pain and learn to grow on your own. Don't make one person the center of your happiness. Don't make them the reason you're happy, because once that person leaves your life, you're left with nothing. Trust wisely, not blindly. Your friends' problems become your problems. The smaller your circle, the fewer problems you'll have to deal with. Never expect someone to catch you when you fall. Even as you work on yourself for yourself, the truth is that everyone will hurt you. Those worth it are worth suffering for. Be proud of how hard you're trying. Don't look back. You're not going that way. Don't rely too much on anyone in this world, because even your own shadow leaves you in the dark. Work on your job and make a living. Work on yourself and make a fortune. In your lowest moments, you realize many things. Remember that some of the best moments of your life have not happened yet. This is your world. Shape it, or someone else will. Bad habits are like a comfortable bed, easy to get into but hard to get out of. No one is too busy. It's just a matter of priorities. If something makes you happy, keep it to yourself. The best thing I did was to stop telling people what's going on in my life. Seeking success without hard work is like trying to harvest where you haven't sown. Never force, beg, or chase. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. If no one helps you, do it alone. Take your financial life seriously. Money is a defense against many challenges. Be selfish with your time. Many people don't deserve it. What others think of you is not your business. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Being alone gives us the opportunity to reconnect with ourselves. Sometimes you need to stop seeing the good in people and start seeing what they show you. Don't pretend to be better than you are. Live life at your own pace. Life is too short to waste time hating someone. Your darkest moment may be the best thing that ever happened to you. Envy is a waste of time. You already have everything you need. If you don't ask, you don't receive. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Life isn't fair, but it's still good. Anyone who lacks the courage to take risks will achieve nothing in life. Don't trust words, trust actions. Do yourself a favor. Get rich. Life gets easier with money, not with time. If you can survive your own thoughts, you can survive anything. If they don't appreciate you, they don't deserve you. Learn to heal without burdening everyone. To avoid disappointment, don't expect anything from anyone. Everything comes to you at the right time. Be patient and trust the process. Failure is a bruise, not a tattoo. Avoid gossip at all costs. It's poison for your mind. The root of all suffering is attachment. Time always reveals what you truly mean to someone. Stress is temporary, but the lessons you learn from it can last a lifetime. If someone is trying to bring you down, they're already beneath you. Money isn't everything in life, but it can help you solve many problems. No matter how smart, successful, and handsome you are, nobody likes arrogance. Humility is everything. Don't regret having a good heart. All good things come back and multiply. Don't feel guilty for doing what's best for you. Choose your friends wisely. The fastest way to improve is to surround yourself with better people. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. People want you to succeed, but not more than they do. No is one of the most powerful words that exist. Don't try to please everyone. You'll be alone in the toughest moments of your life. These moments will make you wise, mature, and brave. No matter how kind or respectful you are, some people will still speak ill of you behind your back. When you work for someone else's dream, you sacrifice your own. No matter how good you do, people will only remember your mistakes. To get somewhere, you need to leave something behind. It's better to let go of things at the right time. Otherwise, you'll be left with too many regrets and complaints. You may not realize it, but the people you love are your biggest weaknesses. Tough times are actually a blessing because they awaken you to the good things you never paid attention to. If you're impatient, life will always be harder. Patience can work wonders. Trust is easy to build, but can be shattered in seconds. Don't put off tomorrow's problems. Take away today's peace. Don't be afraid to make tough decisions. Tough decisions are the best ones. The more you cling to the past, the less likely your future will be brighter. Action is 10 times more valuable than reading and planning. Experience is the best teacher. There's never a relationship without self-interest. In short, we're all selfish. If you're not dating to get married, you're dating to suffer. Let that sink in and have a serious relationship. Respect yourself, because people can see if you don't. If you don't clear up misunderstandings in time, they will become the reason for distance forever. Anyone you love can die at any time. Appreciate the ones you love. Nothing is as easy as it seems. There's no better way to save yourself than by saving money every day. Compound interest can work wonders. Good things come to those who wait and endure. It may take time and be a long and difficult journey, but it's completely and totally worth it. Whether it's a machine, a house, or a relationship, maintenance is always cheaper than repairs. Your respect in most places is directly proportional to your bank balance. We cry for people, but what about time? Time won't come back either. Time is everything, and one day it will define you. The things that will matter are your health and your achievements. You make the best decisions when you're in pain, because the fear of experiencing that same pain again is the strongest motivator. In the darkest moments of your life, you'll see more clearly. The harder your past was, the more beautiful your future will be. You may not lead a comfortable life with a single source of income. You need to build others. Most of the things you worry about never happen. You attract what you are. If you want to attract something better, become a better person. Learn to cook some basic dishes. It's a valuable life skill. Patience is power. Sometimes you have to let go of something good to make room for something better. Never tolerate disrespect, not even from yourself. Listen more than you speak, because wisdom often comes from silence. Create and stick to a personal budget. Kindness is a language that the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but doesn't get you anywhere. You can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the last one. The best view comes after the hardest climb. Success doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, "I'll try again tomorrow." Never lose your sense of humor. Laughter is the best medicine for the soul. You'll never find a rainbow if you're looking down. Always pay off your credit card debts. It will save you trouble later. The best revenge is massive success. The more you give, the more you receive. Tough times don't last, but strong people do. The most valuable currency is not money, but time. Spend it wisely. A ship is safe in the harbor, but that's not what ships are for. How you treat others reflects who you are, not who they are. It's not about having what you want, but wanting what you have. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take it and make it perfect. Believe in yourself, and the rest will fall into place. Don't be afraid to take risks and try new things. Life is too short to always play it safe. Always take responsibility for your actions. It's the mark of a mature person. Take a deep breath. It's just a bad day, not a bad life. Don't say someday, say now, because someday may never come. Donate to charities. Small acts can change lives. A person who never makes mistakes doesn't do anything at all. You can't change the direction of the wind, but you can adjust your sails to reach your destination. Someday, when things are good, you'll look back and be proud that you didn't give up. Forgive your old self. You've changed. If you don't let go of the wrong people, you'll never meet the right ones. God knows when to send you exactly what you need. No regrets, just do better next time. There will always be someone who doesn't see your worth. Don't let it be you. Seek respect, not attention. It lasts longer. Be careful whom you trust. Salt and sugar look the same. Remember that some things must end for better things to begin. Time always reveals what you truly mean to someone. Life will separate you from your friends, so appreciate every moment you have together. Keeping things private, staying discreet, and not telling everyone everything is self-care. Money is a tool, not the goal. Freedom is the goal. You are responsible for your own happiness. If you expect others to make you happy, you will always be disappointed. Do what no one else can do, and you will become what no one else can become. Stay calm. You've been through this before. You'll overcome it again. A negative mind will never give you a positive life. If people treat you as an option, leave them as a choice. Value experience over possessions because memories are life's true treasures. Accept what is, let go of what was, have faith in what will be. So many people love you. Don't focus on those who don't. You deserve everything: a career, love, family, peace, life. Your vision will be blurry, but it will become clear over time. Patience is your ally. Never forget who helped you in a tough time. You are enough for yourself. You have nothing to prove to anyone. No matter how difficult the past may have been, you can always start anew. Sometimes you must go through the worst to get the best. You're alone until you're valued. Take care of your body. Remember that health is another form of wealth. If you can make a girl laugh, you can make her do anything. Tough times will always reveal true friends. Better days are coming. You won't always wake up in the morning with a heavy heart. Your strongest and worst enemy is your mind. Train it. Another person's progress doesn't make your progress less valuable. Never let the same people disappoint you twice. Accept that some people love to point fingers and blame others. You'll be blamed for things you haven't done and things that haven't even happened. Stop complaining and lamenting. It's wasted energy. Who's listening anyway? Understand that you can't control everything and everyone, but you can control yourself. And that's even better. Always move in your own direction, not according to society, friends, or family. Leave the house messy and the garden uncut over the weekend. You'll remember the fun, not the clean house or garden. Make time for fun. Learn to say, "I don't know." Be frugal. Eat only real food, without wheat, and limit carbohydrates. The more you know, the dumber you'll sound to stupid people. Pay attention to the negative signals people emit and disconnect immediately. It will save you a lot of pain and, most importantly, wasted time. Never take on responsibilities that don't belong to you. Never sell yourself and trust your instincts. And most importantly, never take your loved ones for granted. Set firm boundaries and be selective about who you allow into your life. If you want to help yourself, find someone worthy to serve. Through service, you gain experience, contacts, and a reputation as a reliable and responsible ally. Only through hands-on learning does one become a master. In real estate, rent and buy what you can afford. The fewer possessions you have, the happier and less burdened you will be in life. Life is often very ambiguous. Sometimes there's no right or wrong decision or choice. You may not get the answer, so sometimes you just have to improvise. Don't leave someone to teach them a lesson. Leave them because you learned yours. Life is far from over, but it's very short as well. If you want to do something, don't delay, but don't sacrifice what you want for what you want now. When in doubt, just take the next small step. Make and keep friends with people you want to emulate, not with people you think will be more likely to accept you. The people you associate with will shape your future. Be careful whom you marry, and even more so with whom you have children. Stop and realize that mistakes are essential to learn anything. Get started before you get older. The older you get, the harder it is to change. No one cares except the family. Start saving your money. Don't spend it on houses you can't afford, fancy cars, and maxed out credit cards. In the end, you'll be much happier. Nothing is as bad as it seems, nor as great as you think it will be. Take good care of your health. Without health, nothing else will matter. No amount of money can bring you joy if you're suffering. Get married before 30, have children before 35, work and earn actively and sufficiently before 40, make passive income viable before 50, plan to retire from work before 60. Do everything for the family, but don't expect anything in return, not even from your spouse. You'll never regret telling someone you love them. Do it before it's too late. Save a little money every week or month. Nothing gives you happiness like a financial cushion. Believe it or not, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Be loyal or stay single. It's that simple. Don't expect anything. Appreciate everything. Be grateful for the little things in your life to find inner peace. Do your best and trust the process. The harder you work, the luckier you'll get. Never take anything personally. What others say and do is a reflection of their own reality. Be indulgent, be understanding, but don't be a fool. Never say maybe when you mean no. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Self-respect must be stronger than your feelings. Don't let success go to your head or failure reach your heart. The best way to respect yourself is discipline. If you're generous, remember to learn your limits because opportunists have none. Don't waste time with explanations. People only hear what they want. Accept criticism, but never accept disrespect. Never give up on something you really want. Waiting is hard, but regret is harder. When you're angry, stay silent. You have 3 options in life. You can watch things happen, make things happen, or wonder what the hell happened. Stay strong even when things start to fall apart. You are judged no matter what, so be who you want to be. You don't have to win every argument. Accept disagreements without remorse. Only lessons without worries. Only acceptance without expectations. Only gratitude. Life is too short. The quieter you are, the clearer you will think. The more interested you are in others, the more interesting you will be found. Be interesting by being interested. If you don't fall occasionally, you're just slipping. Hatred is a curse that doesn't affect the hated. It only poisons the one who releases it. We suffer more in our imagination than in reality. People change, love hurts, friends leave, and things go wrong. But remember that life goes on. Learn to say no without explaining. Be a good person, but don't waste time proving it. Never tell your plans to your friends. Stop trusting them too much. Don't let anyone know what you're doing until it's done. If you want to be reliable, be honest. The only person who cares about your dreams and hopes is you. The only person who will make them come true is you. Forget what hurts you, but never forget what it taught you. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Even the nicest people have their limits. Your direction is more important than your speed. Control your thoughts, or your thoughts will control you. Don't overshare personal information. Privacy is power. Don't make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. To be the best, you must be able to handle the worst while you're alive. No obstacle is permanent. You don't learn anything from life if you think you're always right. Keep patience. The best things happen unexpectedly. Never regret a day in your life. Good days give happiness. Bad days give experience. The worst days give lessons. And the best days give memories. Life is a unique offer. Use it well. Be yourself. People don't have to like you, and you don't have to worry. Free yourself from society's advice. Most of them have no idea what they're doing. At first, it hurts. Then it makes you stronger. Normalize walking some paths alone because goals are personal. The family you create is more important than the family you come from. Life is short. Live it. Love is rare. Grab it. Anger is bad. Face it. They're sweet. Cherish them. Just because you miss someone doesn't mean you need them back in your life. Missing is part of the process of getting over it. Before you get old, attend as many funerals as you can bear and listen. No one talks about the deceased's achievements. The only thing people will remember is what kind of person you were while you achieved them. Have at least one person in your life who gives you honest opinions. It's good to be generous, kind, and magnanimous. But there's a limit, or they'll take you for granted. Clinging to things will always stress you out more. Things don't happen a certain way just because you want them to. Learn from what people do, not what they say. Don't react angrily immediately. Wait until what was said or done in anger calms down. Anger is irreversible. Don't overshare. Privacy is power. Don't regret the past because at that moment you did your best. People will see you for who you are, not for what you need them to be. Never jump to conclusions. Be insightful and let people show you their true colors. Never underestimate contempt. When someone sees you with contempt and talks to you as if you're inferior, they'll probably harm you. Whether in social or physical relationships, eliminate that person from your life. Never lend money because you can lend it to friends for a few days, but getting it back from fools takes years. Never share your problems with friends before finding a solution. No matter how challenging it is, don't show your weaknesses. People will enjoy the show. Don't be weak in front of them. Listen to people who tell you what you don't want to hear. Self-pity is dangerous. Stay away from it. Just because you're going through hell right now doesn't mean you'll never smile again. Pain is purely temporary. You spend all your initial health for wealth, and then spend all your wealth for a day of good health. Holding grudges will never harm the people you hate, only you. Time defines you. You won't be defined well by anything else but time. Time is the most powerful force. No matter how much you fight, it will do what it wants. The only constant in life is change. Embrace it, and you'll grow. Say please and thank you frequently. You can't change the past, but you can shape your future by learning from it. The heaviest burden we carry is the weight of our expectations. It's better to be alone than in bad company. When you stop chasing the wrong things, the right ones catch up to you. There are no shortcuts to any place worth going. You never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have. Don't let what you can't do interfere with what you can do. The best way to build self-confidence is to do what you fear. A river cuts through rock not because of its power, but because of its persistence. There's no elevator to success. You must take the stairs. The biggest risk is taking none at all. Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It's something you design for the present. Your life doesn't get better by chance. It gets better by change. You are limited only by the walls you build yourself. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. Take the time to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. Often, that's where we find the greatest joy. Give without expecting anything in return. The only time you should look back is to see how far you've come. You can't have a positive life with a negative mind. Doubt kills more dreams than failure. In adversity, remember that diamonds are formed under pressure. If you get tired, learn to rest, not to give up. Don't let the shadows of your past darken the threshold of your future. Don't postpone joy for the sake of the future. Tomorrow is not guaranteed for anyone. The first step to getting anywhere is deciding that you're not willing to stay where you are. Don't chase people. Instead, focus on your growth, values, and cultivating kindness. The right person will come to you at the perfect time without the need to chase them. Keep your head high, always. Look the world directly in the eyes. The true test of a person's character is what they do when no one is watching. You don't have to win every argument. It's okay to disagree. One day or day one, you decide. Spend time with the elderly. Their wisdom and experiences are invaluable. Small circle, private life, and a peaceful mind. Sometimes we create our own disappointments through expectations. It's okay to make mistakes. It means you're trying. Use things, not people. Love people, not things. Even the smallest lie can break the biggest trust. Be kind and generous without expecting anything in return. Embrace loneliness as a time for reflection and self-discovery. Not everyone you trust will be trustworthy. Don't fear showing vulnerability. It shows strength. Learn to handle rejection gracefully. It's part of life. Breathe. It's just a bad day, not a bad life. Things will get better. Just wait. 4 problems: overthinking, over-trusting, overthinking, and over-loving. You will be disappointed and heartbroken many times, but how you respond is what matters. Don't let anyone make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. You should do what's right for you, even if it hurts some people you love. The days that break you are the days that make you. Move more pieces and make fewer announcements. Time never waits. It either urges you to catch up or leaves you behind. No relationship is worth compromising your mental health. Rely on yourself, not on others. Being too nice breaks you. Trust yourself. You've survived a lot, and you will survive whatever comes. You weaken yourself mentally when your life is too comfortable. Sometimes loneliness is the price you pay for growth. You are who you are. You don't need anyone's approval. Learn from what people do, not what they say. Expect nothing, and you'll never be disappointed. Seize every opportunity because regrets come from missed chances. If you can dream it, you can do it. Don't share more than people need to know. You meet each person for a reason. Just let it be. If it's meant to be, it will happen. Your past was never a mistake if you learn from it. Once you feel free, if someone avoids you, never bother them again. How others see you is not important. How you see yourself means everything. The only way to live like a king is to work like a slave. Everything you need will come to you at the perfect time. You came into this great world alone, and you will leave it alone. Therefore, you can do anything impossible for yourself. Only if you punish the truth, expect to be lied to. You'll look back on your life with much more regret for the things you didn't do than for the things you did. Things don't make us happy. Experiences do. Stay silent when you're happy. Stay silent when you're sad. Stop comparing yourself to those who started 10 years before you. Focus on your own journey. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. If you waste money, you can earn it back. If you miss the moment, it will never return. Live life with eyes, ears, and heart wide open. Strong people are always simple. You spend your first 20 years worrying about what others think of you, your next 20 years swearing that you don't care what they think of you, and your next 20 years realizing they're not thinking about you at all. Never let others know your weaknesses. Instead, always try to show your positive aspects. Don't tell your friends that you're happy. Don't annoy them. Don't tell your enemies that you're unhappy. Don't make them happy. Time flies. One day you're 30, the next you're 50. Plan now how you want your life to look at 50. Excellence is not a gift, but a skill acquired through practice. We don't act correctly because we are excellent. In fact, we achieve excellence by acting correctly. Musical innovation is full of danger for the state, because when musical modes change, the fundamental laws of the state also change. You are my star, an observer of stars as well, and I wish I could be the sky with 1 billion eyes to gaze at you. Love is simply the name of desire and the quest for the whole. People are like the earth. They can nurture and help you grow as a person, or they can hinder your growth and make you wither and die. Good deeds give strength to ourselves and inspire good deeds in others. Every heart sings an incomplete song until another heart whispers back. Those who wish to sing always find a song. In the contact of a lover, everyone becomes a poet. The wise speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. The soul takes nothing with it to the next world except its education and culture. At the beginning of the journey to the next world, one's education and culture can either provide the greatest assistance or act as the greatest burden to the departing soul. You have now reached the halfway mark of the video. I congratulate you for trying to become a better version of yourself, and I also humbly ask you to leave a comment, as it helps my channel immensely. If you do not know what to comment, just write mind over body, so I know you reached this far. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Also, I've linked some books on Stoicism that helped me become the man I am today, and will also help you achieve a Stoic mindset. Now back to the video. A hero is born among 100. A wise man is found among 1,000. But a consummate one might not even be found among 100,000 men. I will teach children music, physics, and philosophy, but the most important is music, as patterns in music and all the arts are the keys to learning. Poets face great and wise things they themselves do not understand. To know yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. It is a sign of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. What is a friend? A single soul dwelling in two bodies. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Hope is a waking dream. No great mind has ever existed without a touch of madness. Happiness depends upon ourselves. Anyone can become angry, that is easy. But to be angry with the right person, to the right degree, at the right time, for the right purpose, and in the right way, this is not within everyone's power and is not easy. Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. Wishing to be friends is quick work, but friendship is a slow ripening fruit. Happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and end of human existence. A friend to all is a friend to none. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Those who educate children well are more worthy of honor than those who merely give them life. For these only gave them life, those the art of living well. Perception is suffering. He who has conquered his fears will truly be free. Those who know, do. Those who understand, teach. The educated differ from the uneducated, as much as the living differ from the dead. Trust only someone who can see these three things in you: the sorrow behind your smile, the love behind your anger, and the reason behind your silence. If your absence doesn't affect them, your presence never mattered. Work for a cause, not for applause. Live life to express, not to impress. What consumes your mind controls your life. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. Admit when you are wrong, be silent when you are right. When you realize you deserve better, letting go will be the best decision ever. Know the difference between what you're getting and what you deserve. Don't be afraid to be different. Be afraid of being the same as everyone else. Respect is earned, honesty is appreciated, trust is gained, loyalty is returned. You must fight through some bad days to earn the best days of your life. The expert in anything was once a beginner. A truth costs nothing, but a lie could cost you everything. Strength should always be complemented with gentleness. If you resist too much, you will break. Therefore, the strong know when to use force and when to yield, and good fortune and disaster depend on whether you know how and when to yield. Those who do not know how to endure are the worst. There are times when all we can do is bear our sorrows until a better day. To solve a problem, you must eliminate the cause, not the symptom. Knowing and thinking you don't know is the peak. Not knowing and thinking you know is torment. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. If a branch is too rigid, it will break. Resisting too much leads to ruin. So, the strong person knows when to use force and when to yield, and good fortune and disaster depend on whether you know how and when to yield. Only one who has no use for the empire is worthy of being entrusted with it. In the center of your being, you have the answer. You know who you are, and you know what you want. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality, and let things flow naturally toward whatever way they like. Kindness in words creates confidence. Kindness in thinking creates profoundness, and kindness in giving creates love. A person with a mind is destined to be filled with concepts. These concepts prevent them from knowing things directly. So, a person with a mind will never truly know. Trying to explain Zen is like trying to catch the wind in a box. The moment you close the lid, it ceases to be wind, and over time, it becomes stagnant air. Sometimes your circle decreases in size, but it increases in value. One day, you will wake up, and there will be no more time to do the things you've always wanted. Do it now. I believe there is only one quality worse than hardness of heart, and that is softness of the head. Compound interest pays the best interest. The more we reflect upon our misfortunes, the greater their power to harm us. The only way to keep your health is to eat what you don't want, drink what you don't like, and do what you'd rather not do. Never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. A broken promise is better than none at all. If you think you can do a thing or think you can't do a thing, you're right. Don't hit it at all if it's honorably possible to avoid hitting it, but never hit it softly. Do what you can with what you have where you are. A diamond cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. A man who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than necessary. We should not follow, like sheep, the herd of creatures going ahead of us, making our way where others go, not where we should go. We all love ourselves more than others, but we care more about their opinion than our own. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Think of yourself as dead. You've lived your life. Now take what's left and live it correctly. We live only in the present. Everything else is either past or unknown. You are alone because no one cares, but you care about who's beside you. If you get tired, learn to rest, not to quit. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you discover why. Often, adversity prepares an ordinary person for an extraordinary destiny. Positive thinking will make everything better than negative thinking. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. Your past is a place for learning and growth, not for living. Don't rush the process. Trust it. Great things take time. Great dreams require healthy habits, and healthy habits require self-discipline. If you stay positive in a negative situation, you win. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Take a deep breath. It's just a bad day, not a bad life. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. If you believe it will work, you'll see opportunities. If you believe it won't, you'll see obstacles. If you don't try, it will never happen. Don't give up on yourself. There's a reason why you started. Obsess about becoming the best version of yourself. What you think in your mind, you become in your reality. Making mistakes is better than pretending to be perfect. Accept what is. Let go of what was. Have faith in what will be. The calmer you are, the clearer you think. The moment you want to quit is when you need to keep going. Control your thoughts, or your thoughts will control you. Become a ghost. Forget attention. Just grow privately. 2 things define you: your patience when you have nothing, and your attitude when you have everything. Don't give up. Nothing lasts forever, not even pain. Keep it private until it's permanent. You only fail when you stop trying. You don't need more time, you need fewer distractions. Everyone leaves. Learn to survive on your own. Value your peace of mind. You can't reach what's in front of you until you let go of what's behind you. To be the best, you must be able to handle the worst. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Wanting to be someone else is a waste of who you are. If life were predictable, it would cease to be life and be without flavor. Life is like a coin. You can spend it any way you wish, but you only spend it once. Practice self-compassion. We are all human and we all make mistakes. Time heals almost everything. Give it time. Sometimes you have to let go of something good to make room for something better. What others think of you is none of your business. You can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the last one. The best view comes after the hardest climb. You'll never find a rainbow if you're looking down. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. You can't change the direction of the wind, but you can adjust your sails to reach your destination. There are no shortcuts to any place worth going. A river cuts through rock, not because of its strength, but because of its persistence. You're limited only by the walls you build for yourself. Focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. The only time you should look back is to see how far you've come. Doubt kills more dreams than failure. In adversity, remember that diamonds are formed under pressure. The first step to getting anywhere is deciding you're not willing to stay where you are. A person's true test of character is what they do when no one is watching. Don't ruin yourself trying to impress ruined people. Stay away from people who make you feel alone. No company is better than bad company. Don't compare your life to others. You have no idea what their journey is about. No one will understand your life. It's your responsibility. Life isn't fair, but it's still good. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. Do yourself a favor. Get rich. Life gets easier with money, not with time. To avoid disappointment, don't expect anything from anyone. Stress is temporary, but the lessons you learn from it can last a lifetime. Do it better and trust the process. The harder you work, the luckier you get. If you're generous, remember to learn your limits, because takers have none. You have 3 choices in life. You can watch things happen, you can make things happen, or you can wonder what happened. No regrets, only lessons. No worries, only acceptance. No expectations, only gratitude. Life is too short. The more you focus on others, the more interesting you become. To be interesting, show interest. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. People change, love hurts, friends leave, things go wrong. Remember that life goes on. Don't let anyone know what you're doing until it's done. The only person who cares about your hopes and dreams is you, and the only person who will make them come true is you. Forget what hurt you, but never forget what it taught you. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Your direction is more important than your speed. Never regret a day in your life. Good days give happiness. Bad days give experience. The worst days give lessons. And the best days give memories. Life is short, live it. Love is rare, grab it. Anger is bad, dump it. Fear is awful, face it. Memories are sweet, cherish them. Don't rely too much on anyone in this world, because even your own shadow leaves you in the dark. Remember that some of the best moments of your life have not happened yet. Bad habits are like a comfortable bed, easy to get into, but hard to get out of. No one is too busy. It's just a matter of priorities. If it makes you happy, keep it to yourself. Be cautious about who you trust. Salt and sugar look the same. Time always reveals what you truly mean to someone. Stay calm. You've been through this before, and you'll get through it again. If people treat you as an option, leave them as a choice. Value experience over possessions, because memories are life's true treasures. So many people love you. Don't focus on those who don't. Your vision may be blurry now, but it will clear with time. Take care of your body. Remember that health is another form of wealth. Your strongest and worst enemy is your mind. Train yourself more times than the beginner has even tried. Courage is knowing not to fear. In politics, we presume that whoever has the votes knows how to manage a city or state. When we are ill, we do not ask for the most handsome or eloquent doctor. You should honor men no more than truth. There are two things a person should never be angry at: what they can control and what they cannot. When they speak ill of you, live in a way that no one believes them. The beginning is the most important part of the work. How can you prove that at this moment we are asleep and all our thoughts are a dream, or that we are awake and speaking in a state of wakefulness? The aim of education is to teach us to love what is beautiful. A home that has a library has a soul. Necessity is the mother of invention. Those who can see beyond the shadows and lies of their culture will never be understood, let alone believed by the masses. Death is not the worst that can happen to men. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Bodily exercise, when compulsory, does no harm to the body. But knowledge acquired under compulsion obtains no hold on the mind. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Many people don't want you, especially if they see you as competition. Always listen to your instinct. It knows many things you wouldn't expect. Govern your life with your mind, not your feelings. Every bad decision we have made in life had more emotion than reason. Self-confidence is a virtue. Life is not about having good cards, but about playing a bad hand well. Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness does not decrease when shared. At first, you choose a partner based on appearance and enjoy it until you realize that your children will be raised not according to appearance, but according to values. If you expect the world to be fair to you because you are fair, you are fooling yourself. Learn to say it and mean it. Resentment is like drinking poison and then waiting for it to kill your enemies. You can always make money. It's not a big deal. The world won't end because you don't have a fixed income. Something else will work. Your friends want you to do well, but not better than them. Don't worry, the 5 average is real. If you really want to get to know someone, watch the 5 people they talk to and spend time with the most. If you try to break a habit, don't tell yourself that this is the last time you'll do it. Instead, say it's the first time you won't do it. Beware of small expenses. A small leak will sink a great ship. Never compare your life to others. They may seem better than yours, but they have problems you've never heard of. If they don't have what you want, don't listen to what they say. Not everything in this world should be your problem. Some things just aren't your business. Focus on the problems that directly affect you, and you'll be much happier that way. Your worth is not determined by someone else's inability to see your value. Life can only be understood backward, but it must be lived forward. Don't ignore a problem you see coming from afar. That foresight is a gift. Don't waste it. He who laughs at himself will never run out of things to laugh at. Decision-making, like coffee, needs a cooling-off process. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. With every failure comes the necessary experience to do better. Pay attention to those who say they love you, for often they do not. They merely use you. Trust yourself and your first instinct in decisions. You spend all your initial health to gain wealth, and then you spend all your wealth for one day of good health. People who say you can't and won't usually are afraid that you will. Be careful whom you call your friends. I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. You don't have to feel good about it, you just have to move on. The feeling will pass, but you will remain. Lower your expectations. Having high expectations for yourself and others is a recipe for chronic dissatisfaction in life. Remember that life goes on. Don't let anyone know what you're doing until it's done. The only person who cares about your hopes and dreams is you, and the only person who will make them come true is you. Forget what hurt you, but never forget what it taught you. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Your direction is more important than your speed. Never regret a day in your life. Good days give happiness. Bad days give experience. The worst days give lessons, and the best days give memories. Life is short. Live it. Love is rare. Grab it. Anger is bad. Dump it. Fear is terrible. Face it. Memories are sweet. Cherish them. Don't rely too much on anyone in this world, because even your own shadow leaves you in the dark. Remember that some of the best moments in your life have not yet happened. Your friends' problems become your problems. The smaller your social circle, the fewer problems you will have. Today is the oldest you've ever been, and the youngest you'll ever be again. What starts in anger ends in shame. Don't set yourself on fire to keep others warm. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. Success is 5% brain and 95% consistency. Learn to be self-reliant and realize that you are immortal. You will suffer greatly later if you do not become independent and resourceful. If you're a night owl, you'll be in bad shape in the worst possible way. Most people stay in the same place for a reason. The things they value are the anchors that keep them in place. A ship in the harbor is safe, but that's not what ships are built for. People are good at keeping secrets. You don't know everyone in your life. Some teach you lessons about love and support, while others teach you what to avoid. Not everyone wants to see you succeed. Some will do their best to see you fail. If people could regain the pain they caused you, you would lose the strength you gained. Don't be afraid of a shadow. It simply means there is light nearby. That there is a light nearby if you want to enrich yourself. Think of saving as winning. Stop worrying about what others think. Honestly, who cares? When you laugh, people laugh with you. And when you cry, only you. When you try to please everyone, you almost always end up pleasing no one. Be yourself. The others are already taken. It's possible to make mistakes and still lose. That's not weakness. It's life. Don't tell anyone what you think or know. Keep your secrets to yourself, because a friend today could be an enemy tomorrow. A busy man is seldom visited by idle friends. Flies don't fly into a boiling pot. Don't get tangled up in regrets. Nobody is perfect. Don't chase happiness. Just stay positive, and you will experience joy. Stop trying to make everyone love you. You need enemies to succeed. If you wouldn't take advice from them, why would you take criticism? Everyone falls. Getting up is how you learn to walk. You're not a product of your circumstances. You're a product of your decisions. Focus on yourself. People come and go. You don't notice your progress in life because you're always raising the bar. There are 2 wolves fighting inside all of us. The first one is bad, and the second one is good. Which one will win? The one you feed. Loneliness is the price you pay when you start to improve. Embrace judgment no matter the outcome. You will always be judged. So don't live to impress others. Live to impress yourself. Comparison is the thief of joy. Focus on your path, not others. Never be so kind that you forget to be clever, and never be so clever that you forget to be kind. If you don't control your mind, someone else will. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Wasting time on regrets, complaints, and tears won't give you results. Life's challenges are not there to paralyze you, but to help you discover who you are. Never sacrifice your progress for a friend. They may not do the same if the tables were turned. Don't compare your life to others. You have no idea what their journey is. People will forget what you said. They will forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. People never lie as much as before an election, during a war, or after a hunt. The more you like yourself, the less you'll need others to have what you never had. You have to do what you never did. Distance yourself from people who make you feel alone. No company is better than bad company. Write your sad moments in the sand. Write your happy moments in stone. Be kind, but don't let people use you. The world doesn't care about your potential. It cares about what you have done. You're not always responsible for the first thought you have, but you are responsible for the second one. Those who have a why to live can endure almost anything. Never underestimate the power of stupid people. You're right about all the things you think you need to do. Don't wait. Start. Knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad. Circumstances make the man, not the man's circumstances. Last but not least, you are here for a reason that you may not know, but be patient. You've beaten 1 billion odds to be here. Be grateful for the little things in life that others take for granted. If you liked our video, like the video, subscribe, and comment so that YouTube knows that these kinds of videos help people like you, and we can continue creating more similar videos in the future.